Good morning. What's up, Shima? We getting right into it. Episode 188.
Welcome to episode 188 Art Beauty Equilibrium Podcast, man. Sports update.
What up?
Sports update. This is y'all. This is y'all. Y'all go.
Yeah.
What you doing, Lynden? Oh, it wasn't hooked up?
Oh, she about to.
Oh, the headphone.
Mike was hooked up to him.
Oh, Shima really don't. She don't need the headphone.
She about to be harping on that.
Let's go.
Oh, my bad. Anyway,
No, congratulations, man. You know,
congratulations to who?
not the Rams. We lost. Not
Oh
the
yeah,
y'all.
we lost.
Not
too.
y'all lost.
We lost too, man.
The NBA season does start today, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
man.
hello.
So
See,
basketball is
Hello.
back.
let's go.
What games are we going to go check out, fellas?
Well, I think tonight you got the Knicks playing somebody. It's opening night, man.
And what's the Spurs rookie? I need to learn how to say that.
Victor, him. I don't know the last
He
name.
is,
Victor.
he is him, though.
Victor Wimbayana.
Hey, I heard he was doing some great
Wembanyama is
things.
amazing, bro.
He's
Can't
on
get
fire.
around the boy.
You know, so I've never had a player that there's never been a player that's come into the league where I actually was like worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like LeBron, I didn't do it. I was like, nah, he got to prove it first. Kobe, I wasn't on him like that. But this dude looks like, you know what? They might be right about him. He might be the future because he looks like
Yeah.
he looked like a created player on a game. It's
Right.
like,
Hey, they have been
like
saying
if
that,
you
though.
shoot on him and you really got to shoot it. Pause. Yeah. If you like, I'm just saying, if you shoot a jumper on him, you have to shoot it like high. From
You know
here.
that's
Damn
what I
near-
noticed. Like on a few of those plays, man, he blocked 3-pointers, and you could tell that the player was already stepping back and arching it
Yeah.
higher than
He's
usual.
still blocking
blocked.
that.
Like I need
And
that.
then where he's jumping from when he block it, if you shoot a three, dude, he can block it from like inside the free throw line.
Shut up.
Yes.
I mean, the dude is tall.
he be in the free throw line and he'll jump and you be at the three. Only person that can shoot on him is Curry.
Yeah, because Curry.
And
does
Curry
shoot
gonna have to
high.
run way back fast and turn around and let it go.
Hey,
It's
man.
crazy because
I ain't gonna say only
What?
person, but
yeah, you gotta relax.
Yes.
Oh my
Wemby.
God.
oh Wemby, okay.
Wemby.
All right.
Thanks, Damon. Hey, shout
about
out
to
to
be hurt
Damon.
in a
Damon's
month.
doing some big
Damn,
things.
Clint said he about to be hurt in a month.
Hey, yeah.
That's Cap, Clint. Don't.
Clint.
But I like
Do
his
not
game.
Let him
jinx this
live.
boy.
Let him
I actually
live.
like a
Thank
player.
you, Shima. Let him live.
Actually like a player that they coming in with that they actually want to promote. I never really liked the dude they try to promote. He cool. And I like Shed Holmgreen, the other dude that's kind of just like him on
Yeah.
OKC.
Okay, I feel you.
He's cool.
All right.
Yeah. And so we're gonna move right on into NFL legend. Y'all know Michael Irvin,
Of course, we know Michael Irvin.
Cowboy, Swerving Irvin. He's calling
Swervin'
out his son, man.
Swervin' Irvin.
He's calling his son a fake thug because he has a rap
Oh,
persona.
man.
Hey,
And he
that's
was on there and he said, yo, my son got the hardest lyrics.
I saw
But he grew up in a gated community. So he was like,
Oh, why you do your son
He
like
was
that?
like, you rapping about my life.
yeah.
Why you do your son
I don't know
like
why
that,
he did him
Irvin?
like that. I saw that clip.
But
I think he got caught up in. Go ahead.
listen, he should have pulled him to the side, But I do feel like some of these rappers, and we young, sometimes we done said some things back in the day, trying to hype ourselves up, But we need to, we all need to relax. If this ain't your life, this ain't your life. We need to quit promoting this negativity. Like you can still rap about something dope, and it don't have to be, drugs and gang violence and everything. Like,
But shit, he had said that on air.
Yeah.
that's why I say he should have
No, that's
he
what I-
should have pulled his son to the side.
You
Like,
gotta
bro,
think as a father, it's no different from this is my take on it. Like as a father, right? If you see your son, whether or not he's hanging out with the wrong people in the streets, or whether or not he's making music, that's a negative. Like that is a then they call it the most dangerous profession in the world
Hey,
is to
man.
be a rapper.
Yeah, Clint
So-
is capping, bro.
Bro, you see?
So my
I
thing is
see
like,
Clint, you are, oh man.
hey, that's no different when somebody pull up on the block. Like, hey, get your butt in the car, man. You don't come from this.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
different.
You know,
though.
you ain't about, no, it's the same thing because really you got
No,
to think.
it's different because
here's what
if
I'm saying.
Michael Irvin put this on national TV,
Yeah. That's gonna take his son out of the running for all the BS that comes with that lifestyle.
true. But
Let's say somebody believes what he's saying and think he out here, big guns, big dope. They're gonna want to see about you.
I mean, if your
but-
parents can't clown you, then who can clown you? I mean, I just feel like as a
and I
parent,
get
Listen,
you.
you sometimes you have that right to just say something that other people can't say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's good that he kind of like said it and got it out there, I guess.
All right, this is my opinion, right? Because I ain't got no
agree.
kids. I have no dog in the fight,
I
right?
agree.
But yes, your parents should be able to say anything to you, right? But just like, come on now, that's like a high schooler getting spanked in high school in front of everybody.
I'm with Jason.
It's like,
You know what I think it was? Too?
it's like you should have took him home
He definitely.
and ragdolled
But you
him
know
at
what I
home in
think
private.
happened? I think it's a classic case of he forgot that he was on camera. You can get used to being on camera. We do now.
We do.
So if I forget we on camera and I'm talking to y'all, thinking that, this is I could say if my son was doing that and we was off camera, I would say something like that to y'all, like, Lynden over there trying to rap about X, Y, and Z, knowing he ain't did none of that. So I think it's a comfort thing. Like he might have just forgot he was online and got the rambling. My son, he trying to. I'm like, I put my boy on blast.
Yeah.
So I understand.
I understand from terms of like you clowning your son. That's a great point, but that is a dangerous thing to start acting like you from the streets. Look how many rappers we talk about on all these shows we've done that are getting gunned down.
Yeah, it's not a good
for selling
route
an
to go.
image. So it's not like he's doing something that's harmless. You can put yourself in harm's way just by rapping to that negativity.
Yeah.
So I look at it as he trying to like, if he was thinking about let me save him and like just prevent this from even growing legs and people actually thinking that you're this person that you've created, let me nip this in the bud. So if you do continue your rap career, you'll be J. Cole or in another direction.
Yeah, but that's gonna hurt our relationship. Like if I'm the son, I'm gonna feel like, bro, you hating on my plan. Everybody else capping.
It's like you dirty back me.
Everybody capping.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't
None of them is really that.
Okay. And is that gonna work if your son told you that, hey dad, I'm trying to, you like, nah, man, you ain't about to get smoked. You ain't get
This is the question to you guys and to the
I'm
audience.
putting you on blast.
Do you actually have to be from the streets and involved in that activity to rap about it?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No. Hell no.
No, not no more.
No, but I do
You
feel
should
like
be though.
you need to have some type of knowledge.
I could
You know,
become
some real
the
knowledge.
hardest cat right now,
Uh-huh.
tomorrow with him, and it's over. The image, we can really do it.
Right.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You can do it until
I'll be the
somebody.
hardest murder. I can throw up that's easy. That's light work.
Listen,
Right.
you can do
So
it
you
until
saying-
somebody, say, you know what? We need some receipts.
But if I'm paying, yeah.
and so
that's
you
what-
good until then.
So listen. So as a father, he said before they come and check on these receipts, let me shut this operation down.
Right.
I like I said,
He out there
Coming
talking about we
from-
got
just
big
coming from
guns
a
and-
person who does not have kids, I understand what you guys are saying.
Would you
You know?
encourage him to rap, but not rap about that?
Yeah.
Because there's lanes
Yeah.
for that now.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
Look at Drake.
Listen, I guarantee
Look at
you.
Kanye.
That's not the
Man.
first. That's not the first conversation
Kanye
they
is
had
the
about that.
greatest example, I think.
Well, maybe his
Man, we
first,
had Eric
maybe his
Sermon,
first,
Redman, everybody.
release will be like gated community. You know what I mean?
See, that's not gonna sell.
You said
No,
what?
it depends on how you set. Like, I've been rich.
I'm
Like,
just saying.
oh,
see?
Right.
Hey,
See?
yeah.
There
See?
you go.
I've
Must
been
be-
rich.
Hey,
Silver
must
spoon.
be
I
the
don't
money,
even know
must
what the
be
struggle is
money.
about.
Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know about no struggle.
Yeah, what? Like,
My top ramen is Alfredo.
There you
hey,
go.
I've been having chicks since elementary.
What?
Like, I've been that's what I've been
Flex
flexing.
would be hard.
Hey,
Pause.
hey,
And we gotta
And
move
moving
on.
right along.
y'all damn near wrote the album.
hey, yeah, he needs
Y'all
us
damn near wrote
as
the album.
consultants, Lynden. He needed us as consultants.
According
How
to a
that
recent study by the Pew Research Center, 52% of single adults in the United States say that they are not interested in a long-term romantic relationship.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I'm not
think so.
surprised.
I'm not yeah.
surprised. If you look at all the social media posts and where we're headed, relationships are really devalued, and we
And
don't trust
relationships
each other
are
no
very
more.
hard.
And we losing. We don't even look at each other like we have value in each other anymore.
I think we've given up.
You hear a lot of, well, what you bringing to the table?
Yeah, I think we tapped out.
So the question is, what is the future of dating and marriage?
It won't be.
Low.
The plan worked. It will be obsolete because
The plan worked.
it's
and that's messed up.
they didn't want us to be together. So now we're just gonna have single families, divided homes. The majority of it.
But you know what that adds in addition to people renting and not having, homes and generational wealth as well. So it goes deeper than that.
Yeah.
I see
I
I see what you just did.
Yeah, but
he really went there.
But no, honestly, dating is not easy.
Nope.
I talk to, my homegirls, my homeboys, and it's like the struggles that we've all had individually, it's not easy. Like
Everybody think they got these options. That's an illusion.
no, the funny thing is, low key, everybody does have options. It just depends on how you're using them.
I think it's
You
a
know,
false. I think it's
It's a
an
false
illusion.
narrative, yeah.
I don't think they really got. I mean, nah, I disagree with that. We talk about that part later.
Look, no, let's
Listen,
talk about it.
I will say
that.
I will say this.
That's connected though.
Just as a mutual respect thing, I just feel like there's a lot of people treating people that they're so disposable.
And that's
They're
it.
so
Because of the
disposable.
options.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that that's something that we have to really look into, because I just feel like on
Clint is so funny.
a psyche level,
Hey.
like that can be kind of like really bad.
What Beyonce say? I can have
for
another
your-
you by
for your
tomorrow.
mind
Well,
state.
actually,
what I
Neo
mean?
said it, but
It
Neo?
is people
And
out
it's
here
cap.
who really want to be. That's
Can't-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
We
it's
just talked
full-blown
about this.
cap.
Yeah, we just
You
talked
cannot
about
cannot
this.
have another JayZ by tomorrow.
I mean,
You
or
cannot.
whoever.
well,
it is
I don't
that
think
you
she
in.
meant Jay-Z.
Whoever
but,
it is that you're with. You know what I'm saying? I think I totally agree with Shima. Like it's this message that like no matter what you have, it's you're nothing.
But
to
think
me.
about this though. Back to that song because it
But,
was
hey,
so
remember that
superficial.
K-Camp? It ain't nothing that could.
Like
Oh,
you can't have
Yeah,
you can have another man
I
with
like that
JayZ's
song.
money
I like that
by
song.
tomorrow, but it's supposed to be past that. You can't have that connection by tomorrow. That's impossible.
True.
It's pretty
You can't-
hard to get even to that point when you're basically stopping the dates. Like the lives are like embarrassment,
Where am I-
public embarrassment. Like
Like, she may get £1 a show,
the-
damn near.
the lives are just. I mean,
Real.
people are going live over BS. People are going live. We see
Yep.
it. We talk about.
I
I'm
agree
But
grown
with
that's
you.
now,
that's for
you know what I mean?
attention, though.
I agree
But I'm
with
just
her.
saying, a lot of things
I mean,
are
it's-
getting
it's-
past that.
it's
You're
linked
not even
to-
getting past the spend the $1,000 to $5,000 to
Don't fly her out.
$10,000 on the first
People
date,
are embarrassed.
You know?
People don't want to get hurt. It's scared to date now because you could be made a fool
Yeah,
of
I don't
at
know
any
if we
point.
put it in the not to cut you off, but before I got here, I sent it to the group
Mhm.
how women was like these are the list of places not to take
I
us,
saw that.
and it's like
That's
the
BS.
And it's
audacity.
all, you know
Oh,
what's
really?
funny? And it's
Like a
all the
collective,
places.
You
it's a
see it? I've sent it to
Hey,
the group.
and
message.
guess what?
Check it out.
And it's all the places that once upon a time when we were younger,
was the place.
man, your mama was marrying that man if she took you to a lot of them places. That's the
Facts.
coldest part about it
Yeah.
all. That's
Man.
what I don't get. And I feel like those places are worthy on some levels of a first date. Because what we
Man,
talking? Are
let
we
me
talking
tell
about
you
the? Are
something,
we talking
though.
about the place and the ambiance, or are we talking about the cost?
That part.
Because the
Listen,
money
listen, bro.
can be
That's
spent.
a whole different conversation. But no, keep
you,
going.
You hitting it.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead. Relax.
Pause. You hitting it? What?
No, go ahead.
What I was gonna say was, it's the company you keep, man. If you vibing
And
with
that
somebody
is
and
the
y'all
truth.
have a true connection, you can be anywhere.
You don't care.
You could be anywhere,
You
bro.
don't care.
You could be in a
Yes.
parked car, having a great time.
Look, I'm gonna be
Time of
honest.
your
'Cause
life.
on that list, it was don't take us on coffee dates. Don't take us
Hold
on
on,
ice
let
cream.
me pull this up
I've
right now.
had-
We just
I've
talked
had
about that.
amazing
Damn.
Coffee dates.
Right.
I've had amazing
Now watch this.
ice cream
Hey,
dates.
So let's say you go on a coffee date. You picked her up, and y'all go on a coffee date. Y'all drinking coffee. Y'all vibing, and
But
y'all
wait a minute. But to start you right, so the first date, right?
Mhm.
And the reason why you're going on a coffee date or you're going on the ice cream date, right? You're not picking her up. This is just so you guys can sit and
Okay.
and be in a mutual spot.
Okay, so she meets you there.
Yeah, so she wants to know if it's okay for you to pick her up. And that's what
But I really want to ask you because I kind of.
I'm listening. I'm sorry.
So let's say you're on that date, right? And y'all.
I know this is a cost.
Let's say you're on a date.
Go ahead.
And you vibing.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say she get hungry. She wants some tacos. And it's you either can go to a taco truck or let's say Javier's is around the corner. You in Century City. And let's say the vibe is cool. She was cool with this date. She said, man, I'm hungry. I want some tacos. Would you have a problem taking her around the corner to Javier's if that's what's right there?
No.
Exactly. That's my point. I know you wouldn't. And that's my point. It don't matter. It's the vibe. Like we so focused on having things set up to where it got to be this restaurant right now. Not realizing if that person was in a different environment, like you miss out.
I will say this right. I will say this right.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't mind, and most likely we probably would go to Javier's, right?
That's what.
But listen, hold on. Mm-hmm. But if she had a problem going to the taco truck after we sitting up eating ice cream or drinking coffee, right? If she had a problem going to the taco truck, then I'll pull back. Okay. We might still go to Javier's because guess what? It's like I'm in the moment, but she probably would get a second date.
But she would have missed out on a very nice date at a restaurant that you're clearly willing to go to, but she would have missed out on all of that had she not been willing to go on the coffee date to
That's right, Damon.
Right.
Damon said coffee dates can turn into whole day dates if the vibe is right.
Yes, and I've said I've had dates last for 2 days. And it started off at a coffee date.
Thank you, Damon.
On here it says no movies. It says no bowling.
Yeah, see, come on, man.
Yeah, it's like, what?
You can have fun doing all of that stuff. You can't go to the movies no more?
Yeah,
my whole point was the willingness to spend the money is overlooked.
Listen, and don't get me wrong, I hate Cheesecake Factory. No offense, people like Cheesecake Factory. I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like bowling. But I will take the L if we having a good time. Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think we got to pay more attention. Are people willing to spend this money or are we not? That's the real issue.
It's got to be, I'm not worried. It has to be a sense of enjoying ourselves versus how much money we spend.
See, and I think to your point, it's about like from the woman's side, it's being promoted. Get as much as you can get. Make them pay for it, right? And then from the man's side, it's like if I pick up on that vibe, I'm trying to spend as least as I can until I can authenticate you, until I can make sure you're here for the right reasons. I'm not trying to break the bag off. Not to say I won't. Like you will go to Javier's, but if you pick up on the vibe where somebody's saying, I'm not willing to do X, Y, and Z because you're not spending bread, then we got an issue.
Right.
But it's really both people are looking at it for purposes other than getting to know each other, which is what dating is all about.
Yeah.
So is your worth connected to where you go for the first date?
Now I believe it is.
No.
It should. I don't think
it is. I don't think it is. I think
Mimi had a great point. Oh, you guys are putting it up right now. Yeah, I agree, Mimi. This is about money, not connections. I totally agree. Her second comment. But, it's just like, just because a person is driving a Beamer or they dressed up in Gucci, it's like, okay, you got it on, but, can you really dress because you got on Gucci? No. Mm-hmm. I got, buddies of mine that, shop and they not spending the bag to look nice, but they dress very nice. They don't have to wear no designer brands. They still look nice. Yeah. And hell, I've driven a Honda Civic, a Honda Accord.
I think what
for years,
have
and
a good time there.
It just got me to A to B. I didn't need no designer, baller car.
And I would say people need to get back to focusing on the connection, man.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of people that's actually still doing it. We just don't see that no more.
It's not being promoted.
We need to put that Tank and Maxwell on.
Like this ain't even a men versus a women war. This is really simps versus hoes.
That's like
it's being labeled.
No. I think it's what Mimi said. It's like this is like mimicking humanity's issue, which is a greater problem. It's like what we should value, we don't value anymore.
That's right.
And I think that's a great point. That's what this is actually about. We don't find value in the real essence of what
and the people that don't value
themselves
about. Typically are simps and hoes. And I feel like we are labeling simp and hoe behavior as men versus men versus women. You see what I'm saying? Like you just said, it's coming down to values. Hoes and simps ain't got no values, no core values whatsoever.
People don't want to go live at Applebee's. Facts.
Yeah, but
Facts,
and that's what it is.
If you're depressed and unhappy, this stuff don't matter.
Yeah, because
anyway.
Javier's is not going to even make you happy
Yeah,
either.
so
I
it's
just gave
like-
an example.
You can't flex the Applebee's bag.
of a difference between Mexican food. I was just trying to give an example.
Yeah.
Tomato. Was yours?
We got to move on though, man. We
Yeah,
got
please,
some other
because I
topics.
can't wait to get to this next
All right.
topic.
JayZ says, you know, the debate, the question that is going on for a while now about would you rather get $500,000 cash or have lunch with JayZ so you can like pick his brain. He answered the question himself and he said, take the money.
Yeah.
He said, because I've given away all the gems on my album. So you could take the money, go listen to my albums, and if you pay attention, you'll have all the knowledge you need.
Yeah, he was right.
I'm glad he said it.
That's
You
what
know,
that's probably what he would say at the
Take
dinner
the
table.
money.
Take the money.
Go
Yeah.
and go
Like-
buy Blueprint 1
you know.
through 3.
I mean, because he is dropping some gems.
Yeah.
You know, so
Then after you make some money from that, listen to 444.
exactly.
All right, we really got to move on to this one.
Let's go.
Tyrese Gibson's ex-wife, Samantha Lee, blames her divorce on bad advice and says she would have stayed married if she had different people in her ear.
Wow.
Now, first of all, I just want to applaud her for keeping it a buck. 'Cause
I'm
that's,
glad, yeah.
that's something that's heavy to say, you know, in the aftermath of something as serious as a divorce. But I think this is all connected to what we were talking about earlier, because really it's showing that like why should
Mm-hmm.
major decisions like that even be influenced by the people
Yeah.
outside of you
Just
and
go
that
hand in
person?
hand with the last thing.
Why
you
are
talking about.
we letting
See,
you know what I'm saying? Why are we letting people that are not in our relationship have this much influence, you know what I'm saying, inside of our relationship?
Now, I do think that, you know, we all should have some type of mentorship. You know, like we need somebody to look up to, you know, and get advice from. But them hating ass homegirls, you know, need to take a back seat, because if you single and you ain't got nothing going for yourself, come on, man. That, you know, that's like I'm going to the gym, right? And I'm taking advice from a cat that's out of shape, unhealthy.
You're not working out, bro.
I'm be like, bro, don't like,
You're not working out,
like
bro.
thanks for the you know advice, but if I'm gonna look for some advice, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go over here to the cat that's really put in the work.
Yeah.
You know, you got to show me.
You got to hit him with that. You're not working out.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you know,
So-
so don't tell me about nothing that you ain't doing.
Right.
You know.
See,
So,
to that point, I first of all agree with that, right? Overall, but I do feel like people can have input and they can say things, but I don't think you should value them to the point where you just determining the fate of your marriage based off of the people in your friend circle. Friends are friends. Some friends are single. Some friends are married. Whatever that case is, it's gonna be what it is, right? But what I'm saying is, I'm in my bag at that moment. If you feeling terrible at that moment, you might not even be thinking about all the positivity of your relationship. If you only harping and thinking about in a bad moment, which we've all been there, about this person that, you know, I wish they did this, or I wish they didn't do that. But you're not thinking about all the things you love about them and admire about them and appreciate about them. That's the imbalance. And then if you go to people that's only gonna echo that part of it,
See?
she said she wished she had a dad or somebody to say, "Hey, you tripping."
Yeah, and it's tough too because that's his ex-wife. So when you're talking about trying to rekindle something,
That's
You know-
regret. That's like basically talking in regards
Yeah.
to something that maybe she feels like she shouldn't have made that
right?
move. And we hate, just as humans, we hate to live with regret. You know,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
something that when we make a decision, we want to basically be able to stand by that
Yeah.
decision. I feel like as a woman, and then just being in that situation, when you find yourself that you don't know what the options are, sometimes you just have to stop and think. Like, just stop. You shouldn't-
yeah, you know.
I mean, I just feel like don't make a move. Don't make a move if you don't completely know, you know. And I just feel like as a partner, I'm sure she could have went and talked to Tyrese. I'm sure she could have went.
They could have went and
like,
got therapy.
Yeah,
You know,
so
it's like, did they even try therapy or anything? It's like there's other options, you know, and I'm just glad that she is holding herself accountable, even though this is
Still kind of passing it on to other
know what I
people.
feel
but,
like?
yeah,
This
but I
is
feel
what-
you.
true, you know, but
This
she's
is-
At least
you know,
she's
she's
keeping it
low-key
honest.
keeping it accountable. You know, just like what's the girls from Sister Sisters? One of them was
Tia.
like, she's like, you know, like, damn, like I done got divorced and I thought it was gonna be different out here. You know, all these cats is all they want to do is just jump my bones. It's like, what you expect?
Yeah.
You know, like, and she said that her dude was really dating and courting her. And she like, it ain't none of that right now.
Has Tyrese said anything?
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like
Tyrese has.
over the years
What'd
we've
he say?
seen all that he said. You know what I mean?
So Tyrese, what his take on it was, everybody's asking him, like, are you going to forgive her and take her back? And he was like, I don't want to be taken back right now. He said, give me grace. He said, I'm hurt right now.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I don't know if that's part of life. Like, you get hurt, and I'm not in that mindset
of trying
and he compared it to when you mourn the death of a loved one that
it's close
has
to
like a cancer or a disease they've been fighting over a period of time. You have some time to prepare yourself. This is coming any day now. Versus a tragic sudden death, it takes longer to heal from, and you're gonna grieve more because it was unexpected. So he said, for this, he said, give me grace, let me heal. I'm not there yet.
And
he
respect
said,
that.
Y'all rushing me to just say, all right, let's get back together. He said, I'm kind of hurt over this.
Yeah,
I'm a human being.
Rushing
So,
to get remarried.
Yeah.
Nah.
I can understand like needing some space.
for sure.
Spurs.
So what's the message of this? Keep your circle tight and really try to always look at things from, another
Stop listening to them hating ass
perspective and learn to
advice
change
is
your
just
perception of
advice.
things.
And turn them songs off.
Yeah.
Listening to the wrong music.
Yeah, it's like it's somebody else's opinion, and I just feel like sometimes people will tell you something that they're not even walking in.
Pound
so,
town to get you signal.
If you want to be out here listening to people who didn't stay in a relationship or didn't work
Why they not
hard
in a
for it,
relationship?
You gonna call up all the single homegirls?
Twerking at brunch.
Dumb, bro.
All right, let's
All next
move
to
on.
mimosa.
Yeah.
Monique fires back at critics who question why she calls her husband daddy, declaring he is raising her.
Bro.
So she went on Bernie Mac's daughter's podcast and explained she calls her husband daddy because he is raising her.
Wait a minute. First off, shout out to Bernie Mac's daughter having a show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's shout out
We just
to
got
that.
finished talking about people not getting together. Now they together. Now we care because she. Come on, man. We ain't never happy.
I'm just saying daddy's different energy, bro.
Monique.
I mean,
Daddy-
but look,
Which
look,
Monique?
look. If that's what that
Monique.
Monique.
look,
Daddy.
if that's what they got going in their relationship, let it go.
Let it go. If
You
it
know,
works for y'all.
When I was married, I called my wife, Mom, go get Mom.
Yeah, but
She
did you
called me
say
Dad.
but did you say
It's a-
you called her that because she was raising you?
Oh, I ain't say that. But
Well,
you
that's
still,
what she's saying, bro. That's what we talking about. It ain't just a nickname.
I mean,
maybe she need to be taught.
Maybe
I'm
she
with
feel
it.
like
That's what I'm
maybe
just
she
saying.
feel like she's
I'm just
she
saying
is
you're
being
not-
raised.
To me, I
You're
think
not
this
in that
is-
boat.
To me, I think this is more
If
about
you like
a lot
it,
of women
I
not
love
liking to
it.
listen.
There you go,
Okay.
Shima.
If you love
Bang.
it,
You
there you
like
go.
it, I love it.
I think
call
this
her
is a classic case.
Pawpaw,
When you get to
daddy,
the
poppy.
principle of it, it's a lot of women just don't like to listen. So raising
Oh,
someone,
gosh.
How'd you turn that into this?
That's what it is.
Go.
How'd you turn that
Because
How
into
did we get there?
I'ma tell you,
Is
listen.
that where the asterisk at?
Because if you're getting criticized
Hold
because
on.
you said your husband's raising you, what does that
Look
sound
at
like?
Shima.
No. Daddy.
Well, she's
Any of that daddy, any type of reflection of superiority
You
or
have-
where there's some
Nah,
type of
that's
submission involved, it's all, man, let that
Listen,
woman do. If
when
he
you-
raised her, maybe she
hold
don't
on,
know
hold
about
on.
it.
When you called,
Maybe she need to learn something.
respectively, when you called, you said mama?
Yeah, go get your mom.
Was that any superiority or
That's not-
Or
anything?
go get mom.
Was
Okay,
that
that's-
any
That's
superiority?
we're not calling her mom.
We're not calling-
You're referring
I've said mom before too for myself.
but you wasn't like
But
mom.
you wasn't like looking at her as a superior,
We
right?
nitpicking.
I'm just saying.
We
that-
nitpicking.
I'm just saying that's different. When you got a chance to explain it and you say, "Oh, this man is raising me,"
I guarantee.
I'm okay with
I
it.
guarantee
If that's
the,
your
them
cup of tea.
critics hate submission. They
Huh?
probably cringe at the word. Maybe
I
she.
don't think that has anything to do
My
with
I
dad
think
it.
it's
That might be a reach, bro.
Maybe I
dad.
reach.
It might
Maybe
be a
I
reach.
Maybe
It
I
might be a reach.
Yeah.
Leave them alone though.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
I
That's fine.
agree. If she want to
I'm
call
just
her,
saying, the
if she
people-
want to call her husband daddy, hey, call that
Call
dude
him daddy.
Hey,
Call him
call him daddy.
Call him grandpa. Whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
As long as it ain't as long as it ain't like he 40 and they like 19, and that's different.
Hey,
But they
man.
grown. Man.
Hey man, if
If it work, it work,
the
bro.
whole point is that,
That
she
is-
like to call her man
that is-
daddy.
Look.
She
look.
justified it by saying it's
Remember that
because
question
he
I was supposed to be
he's
asking?
raising
Like,
her.
what do you bring to the table as far as intimacy? That's not sexual.
Mhm.
This may be her intimacy. Calling her husband daddy. That might be their intimacy.
he raising her.
You know. Hey, it is what it is.
That's fine, man. If you want to be raised, be raised.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's not until we-
on a deeper level on the podcast, she did speak about how her actual biological father stopped raising her at like 13.
Right, Mimi.
Oh, well, there it goes. See?
What did we say? A lot of women say. What does she say?
Say
Maybe
that,
we-
but I
Talking
don't
about
know.
the sexual. See?
Yeah,
we don't know.
right. And thank you. That could be that could be setting up the nighttime session.
Listen, I would get it if she said that. She said she does this because that man is raising her.
Maybe she need to be taught something. Kudos to her for
Listen,
admitting
you're
to
listening
it.
to the Art Beauty Equilibrium podcast, okay? Catch us at the Real ABE podcast on IG. Catch us on Art Beauty Equilibrium on TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're sitting here today with us, please hit the like button. Thank you, guys.
Oh, we're gonna go to.
Yes.
We got it's 9:03.
Let's just mention this. California Association of Realtors published an article that revealed the new, drum roll please, medium home in
Oh,
Los
man.
Angeles has went north of $900,000. That's the price now.
The media.
Damn,
Medium.
cuz what?
914,000.
900?
640.
So that means half the homes in California in Los Angeles County are north of.
Yeah.
So that's
What's
over
the
a million
mortgage
ticket.
like? That's like what? Like
Too
6
much.
and a half?
And
That's
for
like
the first time since
6,500,
2000,
7,000?
in over 20 years, interest rates just hit 8%.
Oh, so it's more than that. It's probably like 8,000.
It's the most expensive state.
for mortgage or something.
I think this is the most expensive state now.
And last year, the median was 882, but just in 2020, they said it's gone up 23%. So in 3 years.
But
If-
y'all talking about cheesecake.
If this bubble don't pop,
But you talking
homie,
about Cheesecake Factory.
listen, if this
Hey,
bubble
that's
don't
a great
pop,
point, right?
yeah. You better be happy getting the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
But
tomorrow.
they just dropped a whole viral video on where not to take them. And we sitting here looking at 900,000. It should say $914,640. And you
Speak on
talking
it.
about Cheesecake Factory. I will take you to a factory. Okay?
That part.
All right?
Hey, man,
Car parts everywhere.
Look.
Are you kidding me?
Hey.
Look, with these prices, right? With these
Get
prices,
'em.
Obi, look, hey, Taco Bell.
Be grateful.
Taco Bell.
Be grateful. Be
Cantina.
thankful.
No, not even the cantina.
even that.
Not even the cantina.
Oh
Taco
my
Bell.
God.
Yeah, that is too much money.
That's it.
914.
As you know, next week is Halloween.
Oh.
We'll talk about that. Next week
We
is
did.
Halloween.
Mm.
So
Real
they're
quick.
basically saying that during the time you take people trick or treating and all
Yeah.
the festivities, people who have been sex offenders have certain
Operation. It's called
Rules.
Operation Boo.
right.
And sex
What?
offenders, sex
Not
offenders.
cool with that.
So basically, like that's a real thing you don't always think about, but sex offenders live in neighborhoods, and you don't want kids going up to their door. So make sure you check Megan's Law website out so you can see the houses that you're going to. And Operation Boo requires sex offenders to do special things, like they're not allowed to come out on Halloween from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're not allowed
5
to
p.m.
give
to
out
5 a.m.
5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I'm sorry, they're not allowed to give out candy.
Have their lights on.
They're not allowed to have their lights on or any
This is an interesting
any
thing.
Halloween decorations at all, which makes sense.
Mm,
You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
But it's something
Wow.
something you don't normally think about.
You
so
don't.
that's something that the California's
Well,
doing.
that's good.
Because
That's pedophiles
California
need to be
has
shut down.
over 60,000 registered sex offenders.
Y'all
So
heard that number,
if
y'all?
you're
Wait,
if
wait,
you're-
wait. How many?
we have over 60,000 registered sex offenders in California. So
Yes.
Oh, California. California's a big state.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that can be from.
We got to break that down. How many is that in the city?
and some are in more. So I believe Los Angeles was like about 143 for every 100,000 residents per capita, somewhere around there. And
yeah, that's a lot.
But the point is to just check that, because that's something you don't always think about.
Exactly.
We spend so much time telling our kids don't talk to strangers, and then that's the one day of the year where you tell them not only talk to strangers, go up to their door and ring their doorbell and get some candy that you're gonna eat later.
Right.
So it's something to think about. That I was like, okay, this is interesting. So I'm glad they have Operation Boo, because it's putting some parameters on that. Like, don't be having a jack-o'-lantern in your window and all these
The lights
decorations and the
on.
lights on if
Right,
you're a sex
exactly.
offender. So it's some rules.
Hey man, can you
But
imagine?
it's something you don't think about. So just FYI, to the parents and the people going out there with their children, check on that.
Sidebar, just imagine, going to a neighborhood. Everybody got decorations in that one house that don't. You were like,
we see you.
Yeah. You about that bull jive, yeah.
Oh, that's cold, man. You gonna have me looking at that.
That's I know I shouldn't have said
Put a
nothing.
pumpkin up.
Look, that is our time.
That's a good ass one.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. It is free $9. We will see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Love y'all.